Every season we have new romance animes and most of them are completely trash. But The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses is one of the good ones, but wasted so much potential. The story is about Kumara, who is helping Mie, who keeps forgetting her glasses. One episode after another, it just destroys itself. You're probably thinking it is because of the animation, but that is not true. In fact, this anime took animation to another level. At first, you will feel weird when you see the animation because you're not used to seeing this type of animation in a romance anime, which gets us to the first problem. In order to save the budgets, they had to use some of the old scenes that they used for another episode, and because of that we saw some of these movements, animation and scenes many times throughout the show. On the other hand, this type of animation helps us to experience something familiar but different. When the main character does something that is neither stupid or normal, the animation helps with the impact, and thanks to that we get to experience that moment many times better or worse than it normally is. And don't get me wrong, when I say for worse, I don't mean it in terms of experience, I mean it in terms of how much I want to beat this kid's fucking ass. Just do it already and ask her to go out with her, for crying out loud. She already gave you the green light many times. Just fucking do it already, for the love of God. Somebody kill me. Characters are empty. There is nothing special about them, nothing different from a normal side character. And that is a good thing because they are kids. They still have a long way to understand themselves, understand life, and etc. Yada. Their actions were meant to be painful, annoying, or even embarrassing for us, and even for the characters themselves. That's what makes them unique in their own way. But that is also the problem. They are way too simple and obvious. There is nothing special about them, and there isn't going to be anything special. Everything they do is just a typical normal thing, which gets to my next problem: repeated cycle in each episode. Every episode is a repeat of the same story, no creativity in it, just the same thing, different episode. They pick a topic for an episode, and until the end of it, the topic is at least repeated 2 times in the anime, just with different story, but the topic is the same. Maybe it's my problem because we have many animes like this, like Teasing Master Takagi-san. Let's just say that is the best example of in these types of animes, where the creativity was at max. Sure, there were ups and downs, but still there was creativity in it, in storytelling, something that we didn't see much in this anime. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying storytelling is bad or there isn't any storytelling. What I'm trying to say is there was a lot of potential and they didn't use it in the right way. They messed it up and changed it, but it wasn't that bad, but it could have been better. The direction is surprisingly really good, too good for these types of animes, where everything happens within a few locations, with a few characters and limited number of ideas, but still the direction is the main key element in this anime. Besides the characters, which I will get to it soon, the order to show the stories and create the connection between the stories takes a lot of time and energy to make them look good next to each other. However, the problem with the direction of this anime is how predictable it is to guess what happens next. If you just pay attention enough to the details, you can probably predict what happens in the next episode, or what happens in the next second, or what even the dialogues are. That is the problem within the direction, but it still is really good. So why you should watch this anime? That is the question might pop up into your head, and here's the answer. To begin with, I'm going to get back to the animation and the art style. People believe the animation and art style choice was a big risk, but I believe it was an all or nothing move, because they risked the entire anime to create the visual, and it was good, really good, enjoyable, except a few times, but it was really unique, something that we didn't see that much in romance animes or in these types of animes, let's just say. And another thing that was unique about this anime can be said about both story and characters, especially the dynamic between the main characters. It is a little bit cliche, their relationship they have. There are times when it is pain in the ass, but still it is fun, cute, adorable, and sometimes relatable. Not that we experience those moments in real life, no, but the concept of that moment and the feel that characters have are relatable, to the point you completely understand how it feels like to be in that moment, or even understand how the characters feel in that moment. And it is all thanks to both characters and story and directing. The story is simple but unique. Every story makes the characters, especially the main character, grow. Every time Kumara helps her crush Mie, the confidence between them gets stronger, and because Mie keeps forgetting her glasses, Kumara's motivation to help her gets stronger, and because of it, Mie trusts Kumara for every task that she cannot do by herself. The interesting part about the relationship is Kumara's maturity and lack of self-esteem. He doesn't take advantage of Mie and doesn't push her to get what he wants. He knows there's a big possibility that he might be rejected, but still he is willing to do it unconditionally and willingly. It is a little bit too mature for a boy like him. And by like him, I mean a simp. And he's not just a simp, he's a degenerate simp. The only part about him I respect and I understand is the feeling that I'm not worth it. To see someone this great, someone who cares about you, is a dream come true. When you get to this state where to make sure no one is bothered by you, you limit your needs to the point where you don't ask for anything from anyone. And when you see someone that give you a slightest of attention, you always doubt it. You always start to find anything to connect to the reason behind their caring about you. You find anything to keep telling yourself that you don't deserve it. And that is the cliche behind Kumara's character. But how about Mie? I have nothing. I absolutely have no idea about her, because in season 1 we didn't get to know her. That's a good thing and bad thing at the same time. Let me explain. The good part is we see the story through the eyes of Kumara's eyes. We get to know her the more we see them together, and we get the amount of information as Kumara gets in each episode. We get that information based on her way of doing things, without her glasses of course. She's always relies on Kumara when she don't have her glasses, and her interaction with Kumara is cute because she's trying to read something from a textbook to helping Kumara if he needs to do something, and while she's doing it, she's squinting her little eyes and makes her really cute. Especially her expression is very cute, funny, and adorable. In the end, this anime is one of those animes that depends on your taste. You're neither going to enjoy it or you're neither going to hate it. It depends on you completely. I enjoyed it personally and recommending you guys to give it a chance. Until another video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell me in the comments what are your thoughts about this anime, and did you like my video or not. And if you enjoyed my videos, please leave a like because it will make my day and help me with YouTube algorithm. Until another video, Bedrut.